You know, this is extremely important day, first day for us for a number of reasons. One, we haven't been in this elevation with our new Dodge darts, and two, we've got the K&N Horsepower Challenge tomorrow. So we really wanted to, get our game face on early in the weekend and see if we couldn't carry that through for a strong Saturday for starters, and then go into Sunday with that same mentality. But the tracks felt really, really good. We were in the left lane, which was the preferred lane for the pro stock cars, and came back and ran really well down the right lane. So we just had to navigate the lane just a little bit differently with the car position on the launch. And I think Adam and Mark did a real nice job making that call, and the car felt phenomenal. This is a brand new Dodge Dart that we unveiled at the Gainesville race just 2 weeks ago, and it's the passion and fruits and labors of the SRT engineers back in Chrysler headquarters in Auburn Hills, Michigan. So they did a heck of a job with this new car, and we couldn't be happier to get a win in Gainesville with Alan, and now to be sitting on the provisional pole going into Saturday.
So going into the season, if you hold on to this number one, it'll be your first of the season. So give us, what are you focused on going into this?
Well, I think we're focused now. We turn our game face on 100%. And we're running the K&N Horsepower Challenge tomorrow, which is $50,000 to the winner, and a new Tacoma to one of the fans that was eligible. There was 8 fans picked to come represent K&N, and they picked one of 8 of us drivers today. So not only will the winner get $50,000, but our lucky fan will get a brand new Tacoma, which is pretty stellar. K&N's put a lot into this program with the NHRA, and to have it here at the Strip, seems very fitting, for a high stakes game like that for Saturday. So our game face is on 100%, and we're looking over the data. Just before we came up, analyzing the video and going through our race pack computers to try and just fine tune this thing for tomorrow, because there's some 8 really tough cars in this in the horsepower challenge, and we want to be the last one standing. Trust me.
Phil?
I would be surprised if it did, honestly. Memory serves me right, though. It's supposed to be a tad warmer tomorrow, so really it has a lot to do with how Mother Nature comes out tomorrow. I think if it's wait for these guys to leave. Stay together. I think it really relies a lot on what Mother Nature brings, but I would think that 62 should be bested tomorrow in the first round of the Horsepower Challenge, or from one of the other eligible cars that aren't in the challenge, but for qualifying. So I think we'll have to be on our best behavior. I think we can improve the efficiency of the car just a touch more, and really felt like there would likely have been a 61 out there that run, but trust me, we're happy to be standing here and looking forward to tomorrow more than ever.
Jake, even if it doesn't hold up, just being number one today, is it helping with the confidence, just taking another step forward, given you're trying to work with some last early season struggles?
Yeah, definitely. I think having this new car, I think, we debuted in Gainesville 2 weeks ago. Ran career best DT, the second fastest car in the history of the sport at over 214 miles per hour. Going into what I say game day, going into Sunday, the race day, we lost traction second round, just didn't adjust for it enough. It was the first time being in those situations with the new car, and I think we just missed it just a touch. Alan missed it equally as much. Fortunately for him, Shane Gray didn't get down the track at all, so that allowed him to come back to the pits, analyze the data, and what they were able to figure out between that second round and the third round is what shot our confidence through the roof. We went into the unpreferred lane, which wasn't by much, maybe 100th of a second, and I went a 6:54 to Conley's 56, which was really a shot heard around the world for us, and gave us the confidence that this new car was very tunable. We just need to figure out that window. And going into Gainesville with 11 runs, only at one race surface, makes it difficult. Not making excuses, but I think the team's done a heck of a job thus far. I think coming in here into the strip, we knew we'd have pro stock cars thrive on barometer, and we're far from that here at the strip with the elevation that we deal with. But Roy Johnson does a heck of a job with the horsepower and tuning in for those conditions. And there's a reason why they've won a lot of races here in Vegas and Brainerd and at Denver. So I think it's going to be a great weekend for us. All in all.
Any more questions, Susan?
Well, you don't have Mike Edwards and you don't have Greg Anderson to contend with, but you got Erica thrown in there, another really tough competitor. How does that change the mix of it for you? Does it make a difference?
Doesn't change the mix a whole lot. I mean, we certainly miss having Greg out here. He's always a fierce competitor, and obviously with Mike stepping away from the wheel and selling his operation, that was sounded like something he was contemplating for the last couple of years. But Mike, we may see him again, and hope we do, because he was a really good competitor, and obviously two-time world champion himself. So, but all of his labors, his car, his engines are out here with the McGaheys. Chris McGahey, number 2 qualifier, right behind us was number 1 qualifier a couple weeks ago, I think, in Phoenix. So they're kind of still here in a sense with Mike's deal. So it's just a really tough field right now. I think we've got honestly we've got a good 12 to 14 cars that can win this race on Sunday, and that means the drivers got to be on their best behavior and the crew chiefs as well.
But does that give you an advantage for Saturdays? Those engines are not in the mix for the horsepower challenge.
Well, yeah, that certainly doesn't hurt. But I think you look at the lineup that we're dealing with the Quick 8 and the K&N Horsepower Challenge, and it's going to be a dogfight without question. My first round foe will be Vincent Noville, and he and I have been going head to head a ton, and he's had my number, so it's time for yellow and black to shine.
Jack, what do you think is the biggest difference between the new car and the old car?
Well, they've made some improvements in the body lines of it. The engineers at SRT, they built the Avenger as well. There in Auburn Hills, and they have a lot of wind tunnel data. They have a lot of on-track data, and they were able to just kind of fine-tune that setup going into the new Dodge Dart. And engineers are always hoping and looking for more than what they get, but they did a great job with the balance of the car, not affecting any of the drag numbers. So we've got one fantastic car. From my seat, I couldn't be more comfortable. It's very drivable. Feels great as far as hitting the tree and nailing the shift points. So I couldn't ask for anything more.
Questions? Good luck out there, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you all. Have a good night.